Yo, what's up, you beautiful people? Today we're going to be spectating Gen G's jungler Clid, playing some Xin Zhao. I hope everyone's having a great day today. I want to get more of these spectates in over the weekend, but it was like this really odd situation with my power and shit, and it was just really awful. So now I'm getting these in. I'm starting to grind out content more in my free time because I actually have some free time in order to play around with. So again, if you guys really like this content, please like, subscribe, do all that. If you guys want to see something specific, I know I've been doing mainly like jungle spectates. I'm going to do some mid spectates as well, and then some other pros just sprinkled in there. I know jungle, especially only, can get kind of boring at times, but hopefully it's not super boring for you guys just yet. I will have more content in the future. I started like that little rank rush series is kind of going on. I'm going back to Tales of Arise later this week as well. So if you guys like that kind of content, be on the lookout for that. If you guys want to see something specific, either league related or non-league related, as always, hit that shit in the comments. I would love to hear any kind of feedback, ideas, anything you guys want to see, because I'm here for you guys. And I just want to have a good time. I just want to have a good time, chill with some peeps. So yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the game. Spectating Gen G's jungler Clid on the Xin Zhao today. Let's go with the runes for the game starts. He's got Conqueror, Triumph, Legend, Tenacity instead of Alacrity, which is important into their team, and I'll get into that in a second. Coup de grace, and going the value runes of Magical Footwear and, of course, Cosmic Insight. So I'm going to unpause this and talk about the Legend Tenacity instead of the Alacrity. You go Alacrity here because it helps with the Camille stun and any point clicking you, which, especially if you're Xin Zhao and you're going to go in on anyone's face, that's going to happen to you. And with the Karma route, it's just really, really nice just to have that, because the more Xin can attack, the more he can kind of just go rampant in a team fight if he has the means to do so. Going against Zed, of course, can full clear very, very fast before the skill even spawns, so can get level 4 before the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao doesn't have the worst clear in the world, but definitely does not have a fast enough clear to put up with Zed, so we could see some early CS discrepancies there. Hopefully the Xin will put up the gank pressure, as all Zins really, really do. Just looking to chill out here for the most part. I'm just going to leave it on directed camera for the first part of this. And then I'll talk about Clid's early pathing as well. Again, I hope you guys are having a great day. I do not want to hear Lulu's laugh, dude. No one wants to hear that shit. God, take it out of the game, dude. We do have a Lulu mid on the side of Clid as well. Yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We're just going to get into this very, very soon. Looking like Zed's going to start the blue buff. And we have Xin also starting the blue as well. Going to get leash from his top laner. Zed's going to get the leash from his bot lane as well. Going to start off with a little bit stronger leash here on the side of the Zed. Never mind. It just books it out of there, dude. Doesn't need it. Doesn't even want it. Zen's now struggle busing by himself, as Zed just already clears the blue buff. Is this going to get the pathing down for the Gromp here? I'm going to go straight into the Wolves draft. There's Xin just now clearing the blue as well. Zed already done with the Gromp. You can already see this pathing just being very, very fast on the side of the Zed. Zed right now is just wishing he had more AoE or more damage in general. I say AoE, more for like the future camps, not really for the first two. As we know, there's no AoE for the buff or the Gromp really needed. But single target damage isn't something Xin suffers too much on. He does need some items though in order to do it. Zed passive just kind of OP. Get a clear coming down from Zed on this as well. Gonna go path up to the red. We have the Zen pathing down to his red as well. Probably just gonna see some chill out with some skull crab takeage. I don't expect there to be any kind of play on the top side of the map for red, and I would assume that this lane is just going to be kind of a farm lane. We do have some tussles down the bot lane, especially with Lucian Karma. Lucian flashes forward, get the heal out, getting the sums down from Kog'Maw, both the flash and the ghost coming out. The heal not being tested from the Karma either. They're just going to be back on reset. It is a total win on the side of Gen G Clid's bot lane. Nami looking to be annoying and stop some backs, but the recalls have already went out. Nami did have the ignite as well that she could have thrown down, but I do not know if she was in range to do so. Get the skill crab going down for the side of the Zen. Get the Zed that's going to just insta-clear the Skull Crab as well. Zen moves into the Raptors, probably just going to go down the Krugs and reset if I had to guess, because the bot lane is already gone as well. There's nothing for him really to do mid either. The Lulu's just a buff bot this game, of course, for all of their attack damage champions. Can be very, very strong to do that hooks up. Just going to go over to the items real quick. We have Zed already backed and out on the map, ready to full clear again. Has 2 long swords. Zen is going to finish up the Krugs a little bit slower here. I would assume, again, he just backs here. There's nothing for him to really do. He doesn't want to pressure this bot lane, especially when he doesn't have much items. And he has too much gold to spend out, about 1,000 gold there. He's going to pick up the pickaxe, going for the Iron Spike whip into Gourd Drinker, no doubt, because that item is just disgusting. Everly is trading onto the Camille there, gets the Ignite down, does not respect the Camille's damage, and just dies for it. You cannot tank up an entire wave, much less a caddy wave, in order to make that trade happen. Even if you are earlier, you do have to play with your brain enabled a little bit for that one. Goes ahead and gives over the free first blood gold over to Camille. But that's okay. Zed over here just farming it up. Wants to influence bot lane to maybe go onto this Drake as well. Bot lane is also just fighting super, super heavily. They ping out the Zed here. They all know he's here. Illusion just wanting to play it a little bit safe, wants to farm this wave that's going to crash, but cannot do it. Has to respect the Zed coming in. We have no rotation on the side of the mid lane for Clid's mid laner right now. The Zed is just kind of pressuring, going to let this wave crash, and can just bully the bot lane off of this. They're going to move. They're going to lose so much EXP here. This is actually kind of really, really detrimental to the entire game state, especially if the Zed just kind of stays around. Does overcommit though. We do have the flash coming out of the Zed. Now we have Xin flashing over the wall too, getting the W down. The damage coming in. They do not respect that the Xin can be there after spending 95 years down there. It's very important to be proactive, and by what I mean by that, right? All of these pro junglers, right? If you watch anyone that does spectates, and I mean anyone, I'm talking about mid-beast, I'm talking about fucking Viraku, anyone, right? Anyone that does these spectates, you see every single time the pro players don't stop. They don't just fucking go over here for 95 minutes to fuck around with the bot lane, even though it does cuck them if this play works out and the other jungler doesn't come down. But when you're against Clid, he's gonna clear his camps, and we already know these are all on staggered reset. So Zin's only play is to come straight here, but he's always getting gold. He's always doing stuff with his movements. He's being proactive with the game. He's gonna go bot lane now. Everybody's gonna get straight up on from the Annie roaming up. And he tanks the tower beautifully, lives with calculated amount of health. 39. Do you have the Triumph? Sure does not. Has Predator, though. Holy shit, Predator OP, by the way. If you're watching the ranked series at all, I have a Hecarim game where I play some Predator. Again, that shit is just too fucking fun. Enough self-promotion. We have some Krugs clear coming down. Could have some Clown Fiesta in the bot lane here very, very soon. The Zed is on the side of the map as well. We will see if the play will happen. They're just going to go ahead and farm, or I was going to say get a free pink ward. Then just have 300 gold bounty and 3 kills. That guy is fucking fat. You have to respect on the side of Zed, especially since Zed already has this Iron Spike whip. Iron Spike whip combo damage with the Phage means that if he gets on you, you will not get away from that guy, and he will stick on you like glue. Does walk into the Zed. The Zed's level 6. Does have to respect the Annie roaming down too. Zed combo comes out. Not going to pressure out over too much, though. I don't know if that Annie W missed or not. Go ahead and trade some damage on the Annie. Gets the knock up from the Lulu ulti, but it is just not enough. Some more damage coming out, but it just looks like nothing on the side of the Zen. Going to help out shove the wave here. Could, again, just force the Drake. They want him to hard fight. Really comes down. Is really, really fucking pissed about the roam coming down top lane, and she just dies for it again. This Aurelia is currently having the worst game of her life. About to Tyler won it down, I think. We have Xin now invading on the side of the red, but you are a little bit too deep here. Does have the ulti coming through as well to get down that beautiful engage with the blue collapse coming in as well. Camille's coming down, but isn't enough to deal with the Zen. The Zen is very, very strong, and on the side of the Lulu, you do have something to augment it with. Camille actually almost one-taps up, motherfucker. Holy shit, Camille is just too strong. We get the W coming down and the E dash from Zinzao. A nice escape there. on that side, does not have flash, so has to do that instead, which you will gladly take that on the side of Clid. Clid's just gonna farm up now, gonna go back to the jungle a little bit low health, has to do some stuff with this health bar. Camille pressuring, looking to give Aurelia a bad time. I think this wave is just kind of staggered here for now. It's actually gonna shove a little bit on the side of Aurelia, but she actually just pushes out the wave. Again, this Aurelia is just looking to play very, very aggressive, which on Aurelia you really can, but you do have to play with your brain on sometimes, or else you will just die a horrible death, which is just not very good. Aurelia's now gonna farm up the minions here. Gonna get that shit in. Has the cold too, just to try and equalize this bleed as the game goes on. You get +1 gold for every minion, so you get a total of 400 gold whenever you complete this. Oh, 450 gold, sorry. Did you get 1 gold for every minion? Maybe you get the 350 for completing it. Cole, I think, is very valuable, especially if you're a laner. You're gonna get 100 CS anyway. It does put you in a power trough or whatever it is, like 400 gold or something, but still, it's gonna pay for itself in the end of the day, especially since you are going to get that 3 health per hit as well. Tells the bot lane comes out, enhanced Karma Q. Nami wave comes down, but there's no follow-up to that there. She is just scared of getting the chain down, and Kog'Maw just delivering down some pain. This is an AP Kog'Maw, it looks like, or at least the Dark Seal comes down. Does have Tear of the Gods. We'll see how that build goes through. We now have the Gore Drinker completion out for the Clid. Clid's going to be coming down bot lane. Nami overstays a welcome. Does actually make it out just in time. We have the heal coming down with a flash from Kog'Maw. There's some sums blown there. We have Zed on this side too, looking to punish this Lucian if he decides to walk up. We have Karma still in the bush too. Could just walk up with the E. Flashes in a awkward direction. I think it's minion block there as well. Zed can actually help in this position. That's very, very weird. She pings the ZR too, but you're just trolling, I think, because you just fucking didn't hit anything. She just flashed into the opposite side of the minion wave because she was afraid of getting traded back onto the to Lucian. Which rightfully so too. Like, that play was just kind of dumb as fuck to go for, I think. But with the W coming down onto the Annie as well, this is just going to be her just dying. Too much damage on the side of Clid, plus the Lulu augment there. You're going to get some free plates mid, no doubt. Neither jungler prioritizing any kind of other objective this game, just ignoring the Drake and the Rift Herald here. Oh, well, the Rift Herald was taken by Clid, actually. Sorry, my bad. It doesn't seem to be in any of these pro spectates that I'm watching. Oh, I'm sorry, I just drifted off the corner there. The Zed ulti comes down. Manages to save the Zen's life with the shield and the ulti coming down from Lulu. We have Aurelia coming in, missing the ulti again. The special stun does land, though. We get the reset coming out from the Aurelia. She actually doesn't reset her Q there, but the passive coming in clutch gets the shutdown. I mean, gold reset from Aurelia. We have Clid going into his base, gonna full clear, no doubt, I think. It's a very low CS game on the side of Clid's team, but very, very high octane action, especially with the Aurelia that just wants to run it down all day. We are just going out to a pressure game right here. I think more plates go over the side of red to kind of equalize this gold standard, but Clid is just a monster right now in the forms of the amount of damage he does. He is too tanky for Annie to just return the damage onto, especially with, again, the Lulu just augmenting him wherever he wants to run. This is what I'm talking about. It's very, very important for you as a jungler to play with your mid laner. If your mid laner can actually, in this case, it's an augment, or like, you know, champion that you would see with fucking like the old Tarek-y, right? But except Lulu Zen. But even if you had something like a Ryze, a Silas, like any kind of actual like mid laner that you could kind of roam around with and impact the game with, getting them ahead is very, 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 very good. You're You could see in the one of the spectate games that I did, I played Kane and I got this Silas very, very ahead, but it all depends on the player as well, if that actually works out with you and if they want to roam or not. And then we have the Zed now trying to take away the blue buff from the Xin. Going to get collapsed on here. Does have to be careful. We have the relay queuing on. It does have the stun, but misses it, and it doesn't connect the E or the ulti. Sorry, my brain was running at like a mile a minute there. Because it's going to farm up his blue side. We have the rest of the team just trying to do lane assignments the best that they can. Do have a 2k gold lead, 2.5k gold lead over on the side of Clid's team right now. The junglers are even in level, but they are definitely not even in pressure. This Xin is just collecting free gold wherever he goes. It's very hard to get away from Xin, especially if he can actually land the W, then you are most likely just a very, very dead camper. The crippling depression slow that you get from the W and then the E follow-up guarantees pretty much a Q knock-up if you do not just flash away instantly. And even if you do, the Xin could still follow with his own flash as well. Zed dodges the Xin W. They are just pressuring down here in this bot lane. This bot lane is not playing with eyeballs whatsoever. Doesn't see that the jungler is being chased for 45 minutes, and so they're just not going to respect the entire team roaming down here. Lucian is forced to flash away from the Karma. I do not know if you actually have to flash there. It does trade back damage on the Karma, and now going to trade back damage on the Kog'Maw as well. They tried just not giving the gold over to the blue team as a whole because they just didn't play with eyeballs there. They do get the tower, but that is not a worth trade. There's no doubt the Kog'Maw and the Karma just tilted as fuck after what they just witnessed. Or after what they just did, sorry. Just ran it down. But again, Clid is just insanely strong now. We have the Aurelia scaling up to be a monster as well. Does have the Gourd Drinker coming in. Again, if you guys have been watching Worlds at all, you know the common thing. Gourd Drinker OP. If you're not a Gourd Drinker champion, you're probably just not going to have a very good time. The first dragon finally goes over at 15 minutes in the game. Gonna go ahead and get that timer rolling. Next dragon's going to be Cloud Drake. First one was the Infernal Drake, which is literally value on the side of Clid with all of these damage dealers that he has. Not so much for Lulu, but on something like the Lucian, Aurelia, and the Xin does get a lot of value out of it. We have the Camille playing like a champ. Does have the Karma now to augment. This Camille is very, very strong. You have to be kind of wary wherever she goes. They can just look for the Aurelia here. The stun comes out. It's the auto attack reset. The true damage coming out. We have the ulti to dodge the entire Aurelia stun. Karma does have to be kind of careful. Cannot just follow the Camille over the wall. Just kind of get in a bad spot with the Xin and the Lulu now running after them. We have the Zed combo coming down. The entire anti-combo too. Just burst out the Lulu. She's going to die, no doubt. Aurelia E misses once again. We do have now Clid just running a train on the enemy red team now with the Gourd Drinker procs coming in as well. This man is a fucking menace wherever he goes. You cannot tussle with him. He is just going to flash over the wall, get the autos out on the Zed. The Gourd Drinker comes down and is again a legendary out on this jungler Clid, just making it look too easy. You get some kills, you just win the game. They did hand feed him, what was it, 2-3 kills early. And now he is just taking away this entire game with it. Now he's going to take away the enemy jungle if he can. If not, he's just going to set up with his second Rift Herald maybe with the Skull Crab and Toe. Does find a pink ward. Going to go ahead and clear that out. We have Aurelia now pushing down the top lane tower. Going to go ahead and get some more farm under her belt. She is going to equalize and farm with the Camille, and she's going to have a better score than her now too. The Camille didn't really do anything with her lead. That being said, the Xin did have a much bigger lead with a Lulu following him. So. And we have the Camille just trading up on the Aurelia. Can just box the Aurelia here. Is a lot stronger than her, especially whenever the Aurelia has no mana bar. Because it's going to end up blocking out the stun, but does die for it anyway. We have the sustain coming down from Camille, but the W sustain is not enough. You cannot match with the Gourd Drinker. The only way to counter a Gourd Drinker is you don't, because Grievous Wounds does nothing. And Riot Games has not found that one out yet. We run a perfectly balanced game with perfectly balanced mechanics here. And now we have Clid just going to go ahead and do the Skull Crab as well. There is no Grievous Wounds out on the side of this enemy team at all, as well, when you have 5 healers on the enemy team. That's kind of nuts. That's how big Grievous Wounds is effectively, you know, looked upon here. Especially in a Masters like 600 LP in game, or 500 LP, whatever the fuck it is. Something like that. Ooh, the Aurelia stun does come down. Get 2 zones off. Gonna go ahead and ulti down as well. Gonna get the resets off in the queue. Aurelia is now just gonna run a train on the enemy team. We do have the Zed coming down. Wants to ulti the Lulu. Gets the ulti off. Does not one-shot the Lulu though. Looking for the play off. We have the Zen coming down with the W. Going to E over the wall. Zed now has to run for his life. Zen does have a W coming up, and I don't think he's going to be in range though, unless the Zed takes an effective path to put him close to the wall. We have the Nami coming down as well, has a W over the wall soon. We actually get the E off from the Zen to get him that easy kill. We're going to have the Rift Herald drop the bot lane here, and this is going to be a free turret on the side of Clid. We have the Lucian Culling coming down from the mid wave. Camille and Cog can kind of force this if they so choose. We do have the Nami coming in now too. This is a little bit more dicey with her showing up as well. Lucian's actually going to clear the wave now, and there's going to be no return for the side of the red team. We do have the second charge going to go off for Clid and his team here. We have the second Drake coming up in 50 seconds. They could just set up the Death Bush. We have the Karma W coming down. Go ahead and trade effective damage. That damage on Clid is insane right now. Just too much. Especially with this Lulu augment, him cannot be disrespected at all. If they choose to, it is a death sentence. The Camille now just looking to get away with a Nami Lulu augmenting this 11-0 Xin Zhao. You cannot square up to this motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is looking like an FF at 20, but it's 20 minutes, no FF vote has come through yet. I do not think. We now have the camps going down. Xin does not scale super well, but you do have Gore Drinker, so as long as you're in a team fight, you press Gore Drinker, you are a fucking beast of a champion. You don't just fall over anymore after like 30 minutes as one of these champions that just don't scale. You do have the Sterix, you do have the Gore Drinker, and especially with Sterix, it kind of guarantees you at least 2 Gore Drinker procs off. You get 1 to heal up before the shield pops. After the shield pops, you get 1 more as well, guaranteed. And if they don't kill you in that time frame, then the fight is most likely just over for whoever team is. You can see just this mirror build, right? You have Gore Drinker, Sterix, Played Still Caps. Yo, Gore Drinker, Sterix, tell me a better duo. You can't. Riot Games hasn't figured out that shit is just broken as fuck. Zen is now just demolishing the game. You're just too fed on the side of this. The game is looking to be over. There is no way that you're going to be able to survive. The Camille is now in a fucking hard spot. Can look to do some creative shit. We do have Lucian now trading him with the Gale Force. We have the ulti coming down, but you're not going to trade out damage unless you have too much survivability on the side of Lulu and Nami. The Lucian just getting the free gold coming out from Camille after being in that very awkward position with the entire enemy team roaming. Zed, ulti comes down. It's just not enough. Actually down in farm in this Xin now, especially since he can just walk wherever he pleases. The surrender vote fails for the red team 2-2. We saw that too at 21-14 right there. The flash coming down from the Cog. He actually preps the 3rd Q there on the inhibitor flashes. But the Cog while gets the auto off, the knockup going through with the rest of the combo with the Gore Drinker proc there as well. It's going to be too much damage. The blue team just pushing for the end here in 22 minutes with so much gold in their pocket. They have a 10k gold lead. There's going to be no one to contest them. The team is just sitting in base, wanting out of this one. It is looking to be over just right now. And at the end of the game, we had Clid being 13, the Zed being 11, but the Zed couldn't walk into his own jungle. It's very hard to compete with a Xin that got a lot of gold early and then has an entire pocket fountain just following him in the forms of Lulu and Nami as well. But guys, that was us spectating Gen G's jungler Clid playing Xin Zhao, the man just getting spoon-fed early and then showing that with proactive pathing, just always being busy, always doing something. You don't just wait around. Like, even though you do like on the side of Zed, right, where the bot lane play happened, you do kind of cuck this, but you do have to know that the Zen can just react at some point, right? Like especially if their bot lane's just staying around and not just leaving because they're fucked, then that means that someone has to be coming. If you don't see the Lulu moving at all, then you know the Xin must be coming down. Xin does beat Zed level 3s to whenever the fuck, right? Unless the Zed just gets massively fed too. But that's just a lot of free gold coming down the side of the Zed because the entire red team overcommitted for that bot lane play right there to crash the wave of the turret, and then they just couldn't do anything after that. That was on the map, that had a pocket healer. What do? You just lose the game, right? Really, it does open up a kitchen soup thing as well early, but is a gourd drinker champion, and Camille isn't. See, they don't, again, like gourd drinker diff. You have gourd drinkers here, no gourd drinkers here. Okay, who wins? Who wins? Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you guys want to see more content like this, please like, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. If you guys want to see something league related or non-league related, leave it in the comments below. I will do my best to give you guys what you want. As always, stay awesome, everyone. Thanks for watching.